Come on over right now. We're getting ready to get into a very serious subject of a young man, a young black man who was sentenced to over 12 years in prison for rape, though he did not have sex with this white woman. You heard me correctly. We're getting ready to get into the subject. Shout out to you, Andrew, for your gift. We're getting ready to talk about this very important young man who, black family, was given over 12 years in prison and some more stuff for rape, for allegedly raping a white girl, though he did not have sex with her. For those of you who are slow, and I say that with all due respect, for those of you who suffer from the slowness of coming to the very righteous conclusion that we are at war, and that war has been declared upon black people by racist white America. For some of you who believe that we are in a post-racist society, for some of you who don't believe that white supremacy, the truth and the lie of white supremacy, for some of you who don't believe that there is a very strategic and intentional collaborations of people, places, and things, systems and institutions that have been established over hundreds of years, that are built, that are engineered to work against you, black man and black woman. For those of you who suffer from the slowness to come to the very righteous and truthful conclusion that these things are true and that you need to prepare for them, maybe, I don't know, perhaps our brother's story today would help to convince you of the veracity and the profundity of this subject. And why Sister Girl, my name is Vicki Dillard, why Sister Vicki Dillard, why Sister Vicki X Dillard, as a registered member of the Nation of Islam, that's my name. Why I will never let up on this subject. In fact, I'm going to mash the gas on this subject continuously, relentlessly. Why I go to bat for black men, holding them accountable, but at the same time trying to encourage them to rise to the occasion, because we, repeat after me, are at war. And the war is us, black man. The war is us, black woman. These are not ordinary times. So when you ask such an ill-informed question, some might call it a stupid question, but I'm not trying to deal like that today. I want to be graceful. When you say such things as that's all you talk about, I know that we have an intelligent group, so many of you barely say that. But I know it's a thing that's out there. And I want to address, this is why we have to continue to talk about this. Because our dear brother, who was sentenced to 12 years in prison for rape, though he never had sex with this mistress of white supremacy, let's call her, he obviously did not get the message. That's why I must continue to discuss this. And because these are not ordinary times, when you are on the battlefield, you're going to eat food that you don't want to ordinarily eat. Somebody talk black to me. You have on a wardrobe. Shout out to you, the Maze Runner, for that gift. When you are at war, things are not the same. You're not going to operate the same. You wear a wardrobe. Somebody say wardrobe. What's the root word? Don't make me go to the root words today. Don't make me pull out the Vicky dictionary. Don't make me do it. But I'm sure Miriam may actually have this word in her dictionary. What's the root word? All right. I see y'all putting it in there. Chris says it. Just Glowing says it. Sword of Christ says it. Dwight says it. What? War. Wardrobe. So you dress differently when you're at war. So some of you wonder, Sister Vicky, why do you cover up? Because I know that there are sick, twisted predators out there. And because I am at war, I've got to act accordingly because there's some nut jobs out on this piece. Why are you careful? More careful now than you ever have before. Because I got some haters. I got some diabolical, satanic haters. So you got to move different. You got to think different. You've got to collaborate differently because we are at war. And I got to behave in ways that are not ratchet. I got to be a tactician on stuff. I can't be reckless. I got to keep in mind the long game. Somebody talk black to me. Sometimes I got to feign weakness. Got to exercise a level of self-control. Somebody talk black to me. Because we are at war. And we move differently. We dress differently at war. We think differently. And yes, you're going to get tired of eating some of that same food. Yes, you might get tired of some of those godless conditions that you're in. But guess what? You're going to have to deal with it until the shift comes, until the battle has been won. So yes, over here on the Vicky Show, I'm going to keep talking about it. Why? Because I'm 100% right. Too many circumstances and situations keep backing what I'm saying. And I did not get this information just because of my own story. Stay tuned. It's because of the history and the herstory that is uniquely ours, black man and black woman. Hashtag 464. For those of you who are brand new, shout out to you, Gary, for your gift. Gary says, I got your back, beloved. Much love. I so thank you that you got my back and every other one of you that do. But so does Allah, God. So does the angel army. So does the ancestors. Somebody talk black to me. Let me help you with something. Again, for my Instagram family, for those of you who are watching me on different platforms, be sure to come right now. Be sure that you subscribe right now to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I'm getting ready to disconnect. FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Family, make sure that you subscribe there. Make sure you hit the notifications buttons, even though they don't send them out half the time. When they do send them out, make sure that you hit the notification button so that you receive it then. Text the word Queens to 31996 to get phone notifications directly from us. And keep in mind that we're now on iTunes. Yes, Fly Nubian Queen. Fly Nubian Queen, go there and be sure that you subscribe. Meet me there, Twitter family. Meet me there, Twitter family. FlyNubianQueenTV.com. We're getting ready to disconnect. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. This brother who went through trial. A scientist testified. So there is evidence that his saliva DNA was on her chest area. The white girl. Becky, the perennial and everlasting liar. American history shows that this woman will lie strategically, though, not for no reason, strategically. And that is for the destruction of you, black family. Are y'all hearing me? The ancients already told us through Holy Writ. In John chapter 8, shout out to you, Secunda 098, Secunda 098. Our ancestors already told us in Holy Writ, John chapter 8, I believe it is, that the what? The devil is a liar.